Okay, fans, it is I, the Big D, back. The camera shut off on me, so it wouldn't matter because I'd have had to have two hands to do this, but I'm going to show you what I did, and then we'll get into the learning process. I'm going to have to put some more tape on this so you can see. I tried just to run the tape around it, and it's popping loose. That's okay. I'll take care of that later. And that just keeps that tube off the throttle body. So I'll run some electrical tape around it. That's basically all they did. The two hoses reattached. I would advise doing this one first. It's easier than the second one, and you got to reattach that clamp there to keep them apart. 7mm screw here. Okay, and there's lines up. And you can see is that notch there. So it lines up there, goes over here, lines up with that notch there, and tighten it down, and there's the tube reattached. So there's the new throttle body in place. Now what we're gonna do, and I'm not gonna keep this running the whole time, we're gonna start it up. And we're gonna let it run for roughly 15 minutes. So let's see what time it is here. Get up in the car. It's 1:45, so at 2 o'clock, it should basically relearn the settings. So let it run for 15 minutes. Now, if you want to clear the internal codes, you take a jumper, like you can get them at AutoZone, they're like $3.50 for a pack. I think I got them in here. Right there. That's what I mean by jumper. Hold on. Get out of this box. I'm gonna set the phone down a second. Alligator clips on both ends. You take the battery, the negative post off, and put a towel over the battery terminal on the negative side. Okay, you clip one side to the positive, which is still attached to the car, run it over to the battery cable that's disconnected, and attach to it and leave it on there for 2 minutes. And that just charges the capacitor and resets the internal setup. The internal, it clears the codes is what it does. And if you want to clear them, I'm gonna leave them in there because if this isn't the problem, I want those codes there so they have red. But I have a feeling this is probably what it is because it's just filthy. I mean, the thing is filthy. So that's all it was to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is screws counterclockwise. Screws back and screws back on. Let's put it out there. You actually do this connection up there. Connection up there. Take these two off and squeeze those tabs. I'll pump that out. Now we'll just pull that off. Get your end to the throttle body, as you can see. And you got your lock. Down there, you can pull it out. And you have to do it in there. Pop the little holding tab out. Basically, it's 15 minutes out. To do this at the dealer's over $500. They'll do it for $250. That's what the new gasket. So I always recommend replace the gasket. In about 15 minutes, it will relearn itself. That's what it's doing right now. Then you take it out and you drive it normally, you know, for 15 minutes. That's all there is to it. It'll reprogram itself, and that should take care of that light that'll pop up right there in the speed arm. It's got the little fuel. It's right above it's right under the 4 there, just above that little knob there with the blue needle coming out. It sits right in there, and that can cause you all problems. Now, I have a code reader. This car will show no codes. No, I'll show you. Well, I can't. I got to shut the engine off, but there's no codes. It plugs in here. In case you wonder where the reader goes in, it goes in there. And I always say, carry a code reader with you. I had it put on there, no codes. That doesn't help much when you're trying to figure this out. But, like I said, it's a real simple fix. As you can see, 15-minute job. Save yourself $250, $300 later.